So what is so important? Over the years, it's been many things, whether it be healthcare or whether it be some foreign issue. Our current issue is border security. One side says we need $5 billion for the wall. We could get it through taxes and tariffs, what have you. I need the votes so I can get the money and we could secure this border. Where the other side says, hey, we need to look at how we could do it in a holistic fashion. Use more judges, more patrolmen, latest technology, surveillance and drones. We could accomplish that with less money. Maybe we could put a piece of wall in, but let's not throw all $5 billion to a wall when we could mix things and get a better result. One side. One side says, you don't think border security is a big issue. You're denying the problems that we could prevent here. The other side says you're creating a crisis out of a problem. You're creating a catastrophe out of an issue. I'd like to take you back to the foundation of this country. The foundation of the country, when they were in Philadelphia and they locked the windows and locked the doors and were up in the room arguing about how this whole thing was going to work. They didn't want the news inside and they didn't want too much noise coming out of the windows. And even though it was a hot summer, they sweat and they argue and they built our government. And why did they do such a silly thing as close the windows and lock the doors and make sure there was no news media? Because they wanted to make sure that every delegate in that constitutional convention was looking out for the future of this country and not their personal feelings. They weren't going to be swayed by the people in their village, town, colony, state. They wanted to make sure that they could vote and explain their vote when they got back without the news putting a spin or misrepresenting or people in their local area coming down on them for being unloyal to them. There are times in our country where, hey, listen, we got to be loyal to each other as a large group. And that's a very hard thing to do because we're so very diverse. Did the Constitutional Convention get it right? Should the big issues be closed doors and we present the information later? How long should this government shutdown go on? My personal opinion, which I try to never represent as fact, my personal opinion is the legislature's job is to debate, is to talk, is to argue, and create laws. They're legislators. Create the bills, create the laws, the legislation that we need for our country to run properly. The burden of persuasion is on you, not the burden of give up and play political games. What do you think? Hey, is this a necessary ploy, a necessary gain to get what they want? Should they just bite the bullet, give a little, take a little, compromise, and get something that's going to work and secure the border in a way that's not going to crush the taxpayer or the tequila enthusiast? Let me know what you think in comments. Always like, share, and subscribe. Be good to yourself.